Hello and welcome to Teeing Off with RevSportz. I'm Gargi Raut, and joining me today for this show is Debashish Sen, Bharat Ramraj, and Snehashish Mukherjee. When it comes to the IPL, we finally have our top four teams who are going to battle each other out in the playoffs, starting with Kolkata Knight Riders, Sunrisers Hyderabad, Rajasthan Royals, and RCB. KKR being the most consistent and the strongest of them all. Sunrisers Hyderabad going in with consistent performances. On the other hand, we have Rajasthan Royals, who made it to the playoffs but is on a losing streak. RCB, on the other hand, made a phenomenal comeback and now is gearing up to win the T20 IPL trophy. I think they will. Let's hope. Devashish, your favorite KKR is at the top. When you look back on their campaign now, what do you think was that one factor that resulted in them playing so well this season? Is it Gautam Gambhir?
Yeah, you should attribute this success to Gautam Gambhir. That's one part of it. But the other thing is that the players have also they mm, did well. Means when you talk about a Salt or a Sunil Narine or a Andre Russell, everyone chipped in. Means and it has been a team performance, I would say, not relying totally on any individual particularly. But then the most concerning thing is that KKR will be up against a side who are in a very rampaging form when it comes to their batting lineup. Means obviously, and KKR will be missing Phil Salt. They haven't got a result in the last two matches, courtesy the rain. So last two matches being washed out. So that is a major concern. Suddenly, you might see the momentum might shift, and that is not a good sign because Ramanullah Gurbaj, who is all set to replace Phil Salt, has last played in mid March. So that's a quite a long time. So what form he has been in, whether he can match up. So that is a bit of a concern for KKR, I would say. But then definitely Sunrisers Hyderabad batting will definitely give them an edge.
Oops, my bad. I was saying, Snehashi, same question to you as well because we all know you're a KKR fan as well.
Yeah, it's definitely you have to give credit to Gautam Gambhir and the staff. But at the end of the day, planning can be made in a room, but the players have to execute that on the field. So I think the moves were very bold. I will say that put Sunil Narine at the top, and and using Venkatesh Iyer have been used, like a floater. Like one day he will bat at number three, one day he will not come. According to situation, Andrew Russell had come also at earlier positions. I think that has been the main change because if you see in the last few years, this has been a concern for KKR. You will see that KKR chasing a 200 score, KKR need 100 run in 10 over, still wicket fails, still Dinesh Karthik or some anchor type batter will come rather than Andrew Russell who should have come at this position. But since Gautam Gambhir's arrival, the things have changed and players are coming in the right situation and that have worked so good for KKR so far. I think they, with the kind of momentum they have, I think they will look to go all the way to win this league. But as Devashish has said, that it will be very difficult. It will be a difficult match for against SRH because SRH got have some momentum, and the best thing that happened to them that they have won. They are coming after winning a match while chasing a mammoth score. I think chasing has been an area where they were struggling a bit, but if you see in last few matches they have changed beautifully, and I think that will add a confidence to them ahead of the playoffs. So it will be an interesting match, and I think it will be in Ahmedabad. I mean, no, if I'm not wrong. And that pitch, I think, might suit the SRH batters more. So I think it will be like KKR bowlers versus SRH batters in the playoff.
Yep. Bharat, when you look at the top four teams, who do you think, will be. This time around, it's interesting because after a long time, we're seeing teams like SRH, KKR, RCB, instead of the usual, Mumbai Indians and CSK. When you look at the top four teams now, who do you think is the strongest and who is the weakest at this point?
Yes, weakest is Rajasthan Royals at the moment. They've lost all the momentum, and
Yeah.
basically Josh Butler also has left the IPL, and his replacement Tom Kohler got more. Is a good hitter, but on slow pitch on that slow pitch in Guwahati, he really struggled. And then Roman Powell and Hetmeyer. Hetmeyer has had an eagle and even has not been in the greatest of form. Neither Roman Powell has been in the greatest of form. And even Drew Jurel hasn't really made an impact. So they have some problems in their batting unit. So at the right moment, it has to come good. Strongest, I guess it is still, I don't know, Bill Salt again has left the IPL. So, but KKR still have those two bowlers, Varun Chakravarti and Sunil Narayan. I think those 8 overs make KKR a very formidable unit. That bowling unit, obviously Harshit Rana, so has been doing well for them. I think they're still with Andy Russell as well in their combination. I still feel they have slight edge in terms of that bowling. Sunrise, obviously, I think it's a very dangerous side. I guess it's the second most strongest side there. They're very dangerous. They may have a few holes, but with the kind of freedom they play, on their day, they can beat KKR any side and maybe even go on to hoist the trophy. The one with the momentum, obviously, is RCB. They have holes. They have enough holes. If you look at their team on paper, they have some holes, but they have all the momentum. And when you have the momentum, you feel that you can do anything. Anything is possible. I think Swapnil Singh has been a real huge plus for them with the ball in hand. And then they have used Rajat Patida really well. He's a fine player of pace bowling, yes, but they've used him more as a spin basher, and that is also really helped them. So I feel KKR is still the strongest because of especially those two spinners and Andrew Russell. But on their given day, Sunrisers and RCB can also really win a game and even maybe win the trophy.
Okay, and before we, come back to talking about the playoffs, there was a controversial moment in this IPL when Rohit Sharma and Abhishek Nair were seen talking to each other or heard talking to each other, and now finally Rohit Sharma yesterday spoke out about it. I think it's because he was no longer in the IPL, so he felt like he could speak up against the host broadcasters. This was the tweet, and he said that the lives of cricketers have become so intrusive now that cameras are recording every step and conversation we are having in the privacy of our friends and colleagues at training or on match days. Despite asking Star Sports to not record my conversation, it was and also then played on air, which is a breach of privacy. They need to get exclusive content on focused only on views and engagement. Will one day break the trust between the fans, cricketers, and cricket. Devashish, what did you think of this tweet, and do you think it was needed?
Yeah, I would say yes, because you should respect the privacy of any cricketer. Means it's not about a Virat Kohli or a Rohit Sharma. Anyone means even means if someone encroaches your privacy, that shouldn't be. Means everyone should have their own privacy. But
Yeah.
then, as Rohit Sharma has rightly said, that it might breach the trust between the fans, the cricketers. It has already been breached, I would say. That trust between the cricketers and the journalists are no more. If you ask me, someone I have been following in cricket for quite some time now, but that sense of togetherness, that sense of camaraderie is no more. That exists in at least in Indian cricket when it comes to the journalists and the cricketers, because and it has got to happen with some, and I would say the reason behind is that nowadays with each and every team having their own social media team or having their own media team, the media hardly get any content. Let me be very frank. You don't get to show the factories. You don't get to show the press conferences. Neither you get to talk to the players, or the support staff. And with each and every opportunity, the media will try to get something out of nothing, to get those views, get those subscribers, followers, whatever it is. And so I would totally agree with Rohit here in this case, is that trust between the players and the media is slowly is getting lost. Means and think about the relation which existed during the time of Anil Kumble or a Rahul Dravid or a Saurav Ganguly, though that era. I think that somewhat taken a downside when MS Dhoni took over, because that means that time, and to some extent Rahul Dravid, when he was the captain, the team previously when during the era of I have known name playing 11 was leaked. Playing 11 was leaked in certain section of the media, but since then, mm, when Dhoni took charge, hardly you could get a hint about the team playing 11. Nowadays, though, absolutely you have no chance. You cannot get your playing combination right. Except one or twice, once in a while, you might get it right, but then it's all guesswork. So I think the players' privacy should always be respected, and in this case, I think the host broadcasters have totally got it wrong.
Absolutely. And now, moving on to football, we have two football fans in the house. So I have to ask, Manchester City have won their fourth Premier League title. Snehashish, do you think the biggest catalyst behind it has been Pep Guardiola? And of course, talk about what you thought of the team as well.
Obviously, you have to give credit to Pep because winning Premier League and back to back 4 years is an incredible thing, and this is the first time a club has done in a vast history of Premier League. So that's a huge credit to Pep Guardiola and Manchester City. Congratulations to them. But as I said in the KKR case also, that the planning, the gameplay, all are set in a room, but the players have been terrific for Manchester City. Not only this year, for the last 3-4 years, they have been terrific. And I think the Premier League is, for me, I think Premier League the best competition in the football, European football, and winning that league 4 times is a massive achievement. And the players, especially player like Rodri and all, they played like machine. Where they every game they play week in week out, and European competitions. Last time they won the Champions League also. This time they had a chance, but it was Real Madrid to whom they got knocked out. So it was not like that any upset or something. Still, it was considered as an upset because City were so much dominating so far in that tournament. So many pundits and many fans were thinking that maybe Real Madrid would struggle against them, but somehow Real Madrid managed that, so that's a good thing for them. But City, again, winning this league is a massive thing, and maybe one more year Pep will be there. I don't know what after next season it will be his contract will be extended or not. But one more season he is there, and City will hope that one more Premier League or maybe one more UCL is coming to the club. But the season is not over for them. Next year they will face Manchester United in the FA Cup final. So let's see one more trophy if can they manage or not in this.
Devashish, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, obviously, again, great show by Man City winning that Premier League 4 times in a row. But I would like to highlight one player, means who I have just had the opportunity of watching him closely, was that when Phil Foden, when he represented England during the Under 17 World Cup, I covered that tournament very closely, and the rise, means taking over from their Under 17 days to now playing for England and Manchester City. That's a and that shows that when you have quality, what it does, and all credit to Pep Guardiola to the way he managed the side. See, in managing a star-studded side is not easy, and see, and that is what is the highlight of Guardiola. Wherever he has been, he has jailed the side. Means he has jailed the side, and that is what is reflected of Manchester City's performance. But then obviously, but when it comes to Arsenal, they would feel a little bit. They would consider themselves unfortunate. Twice in a row, they have missed out on winning the Premier League title. But Manchester United once again a very poor season for them, finishing eighth. I am a Manchester United fan, but a bit of a disappointment for me that they are not playing the way they should.
And with that, we'll end the show here. We'll leave you with an exclusive Aesha Singh interview. She has now made it to the Paris Olympics. So take a look and stay tuned to RevSportz.
Hello and welcome to a special conversation. Esha Singh, now we can say. We've been saying this for a long time. She's going to Paris. Now we can officially say. Maybe after the 19th more so. But Many congratulations, Esha. Ronak and I, every day spent in Tokyo, sitting in the stands and saying what's happening. India needs a medal. Ronak is back again in that hot seat and this time guiding you. This time, hopefully, results will be different. First question to you, Esha. Olympic Games. Yes, you won multiple medals at the Asian Games in every possible championship, but the Olympic Games are a different ballgame. First thoughts.
Yeah, definitely. I think it'll be like my debut, and I'm looking forward to it with a lot of excitement. That's all I can say for now.
Ronak, we remember the Tokyo days. You would come to the first, and we would leave the range last. But under pressure this time round, how is she shaping up? Because clearly we have tremendous hopes from her.
Yeah, we have some bittersweet memories from Tokyo, but now going forward, every Olympic Games serves as a lesson to learn and get better for the next edition. So I think everyone, from the coaches to the shooters to the federation, everyone is now better prepared, have learned their lessons, and hopefully going forward, we would have made all the required amends, and we look forward to having a very successful show at the games.
Esha, were you under pressure going into the trials? Was there any pressure at all? Or like you keep saying, no, you were in the zone, you enjoyed the thing as an opportunity? What was it like?
No, I mean, every athlete who cares about their game will have pressure. It's going to be there. And for me, I think pressure helps me perform and get into the zone. So I did have pressure. And I think this is one of the toughest matches I played mentally. I had to fight a lot with myself because this is an individual sport. But I liked that I got this experience, and it's just making me stronger as a player.
And what about your coach? I mean, I know he's sitting next to you, but what are the things that you guys discuss? What is it that Ronak kind of sort of supports you with or helps you with?
I think he's very good at making out what I'm doing, and he tells me exactly what needs to be done in a match. He's very calm under moments where there's a lot of pressure, but he makes sure I'm calm, and he points out the exact thing that's going wrong. So that way, I'm very grateful to serve.
Ronak, you remember you had mentioned this to me and actually explained this to me, showing those scorecards that 1 extra second or microsecond makes that kind of a difference. And if you shoot very fast, remember that you had sort of kind of handheld me to understanding that. Give me an insight. I mean, Esha, we all know, is supremely talented. When you have that kind of a talent, what is it that a coach looks for in terms of honing the talent and getting her ready for the Olympics?
So see, first, I think the first step is in understanding the athlete. Every athlete has a different personality. Every athlete has different strengths and challenges. So once you understand the athlete, you're able to fine tune the technique to best suit the